Manchester United have obvious Ait-Nouri decision after £51 million transfer claim. Latest Man United transfer news and views as the club are linked with a move for Lille centre-back Ait-Nouri as a potential replacement for Rafael Varane. Manchester United have been linked with Lille centre-back Ait-Nouri this summer. Men Sport understands that United are looking for two new centre-backs to fill the void left by the soon-to-depart Rafael Varane at the end of June. Harry Maguire, Lisandro Martinez, Victor Lindelof and Willy Camboire will be the only senior players available in that position, with Johnny Evans currently in negotiations to extend his short-term deal at the club. Ait-Nouri is one of the potential new centre-backs United are said to be looking at, with the 19-year-old attracting interest from several big clubs across Europe. Below is a look at the career of Nouri so far, the transfer links and whether he could be a realistic signing at Old Trafford this summer. Career so far. The Frenchman has spent his entire career so far at Lille, having risen through the French club's youth academy. His first senior appearance came in May 2022 against Nice, where he overtook Eden Hazard to become Lille's second youngest debutant ever. Nouri's performances helped Lille finish 5th in 2022-23, his first full season as a professional footballer. The League One side ended the 2023-24 campaign in 4th and narrowly lost in the Europa Conference League quarter-finals to Aston Villa. He is set to transfer links. Recent reports in Spanish publication Marca have claimed that United have made a bid of €60 million, £51 million, for the centre-back. It is claimed that this has put the Reds in pole position, although Real Madrid are also said to be interested. The European champions are thought to have told Nouri to be patient when it comes to a potential move. Nouri only has 12 months left to run on his contract with Lille, and he is widely expected to leave this summer, with it said that a new deal at his current club is unlikely. Liverpool and Paris Saint-Germain have also been linked. What has been said? Lille boss Paulo Fonseca was recently full of praise for Nouri and the ability the defender has at such a young age. Fonseca also made a prediction about Nouri's future, which could hint at a transfer this summer amid links to United. "To me, the players don't have age, they have quality," he told BBC Sport in April. "Because here we don't have the possibility to buy very expensive players, we find a way to make the young players grow. I believe Ait-Nouri, in the next year will be at one of the best clubs in Europe. He started here at 16 with us. He is very ambitious, but very disciplined. He grew a lot, but he is a kid with a big maturity, with big quality. He's very focused, very concentrated, he wants to learn every day, and I have no doubt in modern football he will be one of the best central defenders in the world." Transfer verdict. United will be in desperate need of centre-backs this summer, so expect them to be linked with plenty of names from across Europe. However, after just 2 full seasons of senior football, it is unclear as to whether the 19-year-old will be able to make the huge step up to United. A reported £51 million fee will certainly be appealing for clubs, especially considering the reported £80 million price tag being slapped on Everton's Gerard Branthwaite. If United can convince Nouri to join, then this is a deal they should go for, with the teenager only likely to get better. Gleeson Bremer has told Manchester United just what they want to hear amid transfer interest. Juventus defender Gleeson Bremer has addressed his future amid Man United's interest in bringing him to Old Trafford this summer. Manchester United transfer target Gleeson Bremer has admitted he would like to experience playing in the Premier League at some point in his career. As reported by the Manchester Evening News last month, United are interested in signing the Juventus defender in this summer's transfer window. The Reds are understood to be keen on signing 2 centre-backs in preparation for the 2024-25 campaign. United are monitoring a cluster of centre-halves, and the Brazilian is someone they are considering a move for. He was a regular for Juventus throughout the 2023-24 campaign, making 40 appearances in all competitions. Bremer, 27, is currently on international duty with Brazil preparing for the upcoming Copa America campaign. Addressing his future, Bremer told Marca, "I am in a great club, the biggest in the world, and I am happy. I just won my first title, and I want to make history. It is clear that you can never say never. We'll see what happens." Pressed further on his future, the Brazilian continued, "Yes, there are clubs like Real Madrid or Barca that are top. La Liga, Serie A, and the Premier League are the best leagues in the world. That's why one day I would like to try them. but, I insist, I am happy at Juve. Bremer joined Juventus from fellow Italian club Torino in 2022 and has made a total of 83 appearances for the Serie A giants, chipping in with a respectable tally of 8 goals. He also scored 13 times in 110 games for Torino, establishing himself as a goal-scoring centre-back. He is under contract at Juventus until 2028. However, it has been reported elsewhere that there is a clause within his contract that becomes active this summer, which would allow him to leave for around €60 million. Exclusive, Man United leaning towards final Ten Hag decision. Erik Ten Hag heads on holiday feeling confident his future is secure at Manchester United despite Gareth Southgate links. Erik Ten Hag remains confident he will keep his job as Manchester United boss. England boss Gareth Southgate remains a lead candidate to replace Ten Hag at Old Trafford. Thomas Tuchel, Mauricio Pochettino and Zinedine Zidane also linked with the position ahead of huge summer for United. Erik Ten Hag has headed off on holiday still believing he is staying on as Manchester United boss. The Dutchman was widely tipped to be sacked immediately after the season ended whether he won the FA Cup final against Manchester City or not. But more than 2 weeks after United's impressive 2-1 Wembley victory, Ten Hag remains in charge at Old Trafford. Departed Bayern Munich boss Thomas Tuchel and Mauricio Pochettino, who parted company with Chelsea at the end of the season, are two managers who have been consistently linked with taking over from Ten Hag. So too has former Real Madrid and France icon Zinedine Zidane. All are available and there are no issues to stopping any of them being appointed Ten Hag's successor by United. None are believed to have been in talks with United since the season finished, suggesting they are not being eyed by Sir Jim Ratcliffe, now in charge of football operations at Old Trafford, as potentially being installed ahead of a busy summer of transfer activity. Manchester United manager latest. Erik Ten Hag believes his job is safe, but one shadow is still being cast over Ten Hag after surviving the same end-of-season fate that befell fellow countryman Louis van Gaal after he won the FA Cup with United in 2016. That hovering cloud is in the form of England boss Gareth Southgate. Southgate is shortly heading to Euro 2024 in Germany, with England priced at 3-1 favourites by many bookies to end 58 barren years since they last lifted a major trophy, the 1966 World Cup. His England contract runs out in December this year, but speculation is mounting he could be fast-tracked into the United hot seat immediately after the Euros. His recent credentials with England are certainly good enough after reaching the delayed Euro 2020 final at Wembley in July 2021, where they lost to Italy on penalties. That achievement came after leading England to the 2018 World Cup semi-finals, where they lost to Croatia before a 2022 World Cup quarter-final exit to France in Qatar. His performance as an international manager is way better than his club record after 2 mediocre seasons in charge at Middlesbrough and a third, which ended in relegation. However, incoming director of football Dan Ashworth is said to have Southgate at the top of his list should United wish to make a change this summer. Southgate's arrival wouldn't be seen as an inspirational move forward by the hardcore rank-and-file United fan base, but there's little doubt he has shown himself adept at managing big egos in the England dressing room. Impressively, Southgate has forged a powerful camaraderie and team spirit, as well as a new positive dynamic that's enabled England players to free themselves from the heavy burden of expectation that killed previous generations of talented Three Lions teams. Ratcliffe would ideally like a core of top English players to lead United into the future rather than expensive foreign mercenaries looking for a big payday. Players like Everton's Jerry Branthwaite, Palace trio Eberechi, Mark Guehi and Hammersmith-born Michael Olise, who is also eligible for France, Algeria and Nigeria as well as England, have all been linked with United recently. And no one would be better placed to convince them to join Ratcliffe's revolution than Southgate, who gave them their England debuts. For now, though, Ten Hag is still United manager and, as the days tick by, the chances of him remaining so look strong. However, the Southgate factor now appears his biggest threat. No slowing down for Kobbie Mainoo. Midfielder expected to sign new deal. Second season syndrome is well known for stopping players in their tracks after a spectacular first campaign in the Premier League. But no one who has watched Kobbie Mainoo's development behind the scenes at Manchester United expects the midfield sensation to suffer any reaction after exploding into English football in dramatic style. Mainoo, just 18 when the campaign started, played 32 games for United and earned an international debut for England against Brazil in a breakthrough season that was truly impressive. The classy youngster scored stunning goals against Wolves, Liverpool and Manchester City in the FA Cup final and looks certain to go with England to the Euro 2024 finals in Germany, and although it's been a whirlwind season full of highs, United coaches expect that impressive career start to continue. Mainu, who still lives at home with his parents in South Manchester, is also expected to sign a bumper new contract worth £60,000 a week by the start of the new season. Diogo Dalot seen as future captain material. The Portuguese defender was signed by Jose Mourinho back in 2018. Diogo Dalot was in impressive form last season and is seen inside United as captain material if current skipper Bruno Fernandes is tempted away from Old Trafford this summer. Dalot, 25, is proof that it's not always necessary to spend big money to buy quality. Jose Mourinho signed him from Porto in 2018 of what can now be viewed as a bargain at £19 million. Unlike fellow Portugal and Old Trafford teammate Fernandes, Dalot is reliable too. In a season where United's defence was decimated by injuries, Dalot, currently valued at £35 million, made 50 appearances out of a possible 52. Dalot also played 42 games for United in 2022-23, making him a player Erik Ten Hag, or any manager, can rely on. He perfectly fits the kind of player profile Sir Jim Ratcliffe and his new management team are wanting to recruit: reliable, improving and increasing in value. Exclusive: Man United eyeing PL trio amid Luke Shaw concerns. Luke Shaw has missed large stretches of the season with Manchester United and they could seek other players to come in. Manchester United are targeting a new left-back due to concerns over Luke Shaw's fitness. Shaw's lack of game-time consistency is prompting the club to seek alternatives. Potential targets for United include Milos Kerkez, Rayan Ait-Nouri and Melvin to share workload with Shaw. Manchester United are preparing for their huge rebuild in the summer as Ineos get to work on the Red Devils squad ahead of another grueling season at Old Trafford, and one target on their list will be a left-back, with GiveMeSport sources revealing that there are concerns over Luke Shaw's fitness. The Red Devils suffered heavily with injury woes last season, specifically in defence where most of their stars were out for some part of the campaign. Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane and Tyrell Malacia especially were all largely out of the picture for long periods of time, and as a result, performances dipped, which led to United recording their lowest finish of all time in the Premier League. And sources have told GiveMeSport that United are looking at someone to come in alongside Shaw to soften his workload. Manchester United, left-back latest. United rarely had a natural left-back this season. United have rarely been linked with a left-back in recent times due to Shaw and Malacia being so prominent last season, though Malacia didn't play a single minute of their campaign just gone and Shaw was out for long spells, meaning Aaron Wan-Bissaka, a conventional right-back, was forced to play on the opposite side. That being said, Milos Kerkez has been linked with a move to United in recent days, having impressed on his Premier League debut campaign for Bournemouth. But there will always be the notion that youngster Alvaro Fernandes could have come back into United's ranks after a loan spell at Benfica, though he will remain at the Portuguese side after an obligation clause was activated. Sources: United looking at 3 Premier League full-backs. United will need strong backup. GIVMESPORT sources state that Manchester United's focus on signing a new left-back is becoming more and more serious. There is thus far no intent on selling Luke Shaw, though the club are beginning to become more concerned over his overall fitness. The left-back has an inability to regularly see out games for a long period of time, and with Tyrell Malacia also being out injured for the entire season, it has seen United struggle on their left flank with little options to choose from. There has been consideration into signing a player that will be able to share game time with Shaw next season, with the Englishman struggling to maintain consistent fitness, and 3 of those players considered currently play in the Premier League. Kerkez has already been linked, though United like Rayan Ait-Nouri from Wolverhampton Wanderers as he underwent his breakthrough season, whilst Fulham star Anthony Robinson, who could have been considered their player of the season, is also liked by Old Trafford Chiefs. Outside of England, nice left-back Melvin is thought to be a strong contender by Ineos Chiefs, as he plays for the other club that Sir Jim Ratcliffe owns, and Girona star Miguel Gutierrez is also on their shortlist. England need Luke Shaw for international success. Shaw is England's only goalscorer in a final since 1966. Shaw faces a battle to be fit for Euro 2024. He remains in the squad despite other players being cut, and is naturally England's first choice on the left flank when available. but it is a close run against time, and the former Southampton man may only come into the side after the first game to help Gareth Southgate's men proceed. Having scored in the Euro 2020 final with England eventually losing to Italy, he is a man built for the occasion and his absence will be sorely missed, especially with Erik ten Hag labelling him as a top player.